Hi guys, today's video is Google Slides, walking through the basics of this excellent presentation tool that's available for free on the web by Google. So here's the scenario that we're going to walk through today. You've just been given an assignment. You have to put a presentation together and you need a presentation tool to do that with. And maybe you don't want to use Microsoft PowerPoint or some other presentation tool. Maybe you just want to use Google Slides. You need video, you need pictures, you need transitions, you need animation. Those are the basics that we're going to cover today on Google Slides. So let's get going. So the starting point that we're going to use today to get to Google Slides is going to be the Google homepage. Now, to operate Google Slides, you do need a Google account, which most everyone has. If you have a Gmail account, you're good to go. And the way this works is you would log in to Google, and when you do, this grid of applications shows up, and you want to go to Drive. Let's say Google Drive. This is Google's cloud-based storage system, sort of like Dropbox, and Microsoft has a competing product as well. So at this point, you are in the Google Drive homepage. To get to Google Slides, to create a new Google Slides, you want to click on New and then go down to Google Slides, and Google Slides then loads. And you have a default presentation here, and you get to choose a theme. Now there's a number of different themes here. You can look at them. Some of them are pretty decent. Some of them are a little cheesy looking. But we're going to choose. I like to keep things simple, and I also like to keep things with a very high contrast, white background, black letters. I find that works best in class under the most in any presentation under the most light conditions. So we're going to pick, just for the heck of it here, we're going to pick modern, and click OK, and it loads the modern template here, and you can see that it defaults to a title page. And we're going to go ahead and we're just going to stick with the defaults here. We're not going to get real fancy here. We just stick with the defaults. And there are a lot of things that you can do with this, but we're just going to call this Google Slides. And I hope you learn a lot. Okay, and there we have our introduction page, our title page. These buttons here, a lot of these look familiar. These icons across the top here look very familiar to you, I'm sure. These are the different types of slides that you can insert. The undo, redo button, the paint format button. You can insert text, of course, pictures, objects, different kinds of shapes, arrows and stuff like that, and we may play a little bit with that. You can insert lines. You can play with your shapes and objects and insert different types of colors if you want. Of course, different font sizes that you can play with, bold, all the usual stuff here. And then you get into some of the paragraph formatting. You can insert links. You can align sentences just like you're used to seeing in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint or some of the other tools here. So we're not going to get into a whole lot of those details. Most of them are fairly self-explanatory. So let's insert our first presentation slide here. So we're going to go up here and click on the plus sign, and actually I believe it defaults to this. If you just click plus, it will insert a default presentation slide here. So we're going to give this a title, slide 1, and we're going to communicate in bullets. Whoops. And it has on the fly spell check here. So if you are like me and have a hard time spelling, that comes in mighty handy. This is bullet 2 and bullet 3. And let's say we want to really make some bullets here, some different types of bullets. You can number your bullets. There's different styles of numbering that you can see right here. You can switch it back to regular bullets, and there's different types of bullets that you can, different types of icons that you can use here. So just use whatever you're comfortable with. Use whatever you think makes your presentation look the most professional. Now, for most any presentation, you're going to want to insert some pictures, right? You need to jazz it up a little bit. So let's just step through the process of inserting pictures into a Google Slides presentation. So let's just insert another slide here, and we're going to call this the picture slide. And well, hey, I like windsurfing, so we're going to insert a windsurfing picture here. Let's say, let's see here, windsurfing, and I want to put my picture right in here. And the way to insert a picture is you go up to Insert, and you can see these different icons here. One of which is Image. And it defaults to some image that you would upload off of your PC. You have a variety of options here. You can upload something off of your desktop, your PC, your tablet, whatever you're working on. You can take a snapshot from your webcam. If you know the URL, you can type it in here or paste it in here. Of course, bring something from your albums, from Google Drive. And you can also do a search. So let's just do a search here. Now, the default search in this is for slides that are in, or for images rather, that are in the public domain. Okay, so just a heads up on that. If you want something outside the public domain, then you have to go to the Google, you have to go to some other tool to get that. So let's just, we're going to look for windsurfing here, and there's a fine looking windsurfing picture right here. I'm going to select it. It's rendering right now. There it is. It's a little bit big. We can resize it by just grabbing the handles here, and there we have inserted ourselves a nice picture for windsurfing. Okay? So now that we've inserted a picture, let's insert a video. So let's go through the same scenario we did earlier. Let's insert a new slide. This is going to be the video slide, and I'm going to have another video here on windsurfing, because that makes me feel really good. So now we are going to insert a windsurfing video here. We go up to Insert, Video, and we're going to pull something off of YouTube here for windsurfing, and of course it defaults to YouTube. You would expect that, it's a Google product. We're just going to take the windsurfing people are awesome video here, and we're going to select that one, pull it in here. Here it is. Let's go resize it also, and there we have ourselves a fine looking windsurfing video in our presentation. Now, just like in Microsoft PowerPoint, there is a capability in Google Slides called transitions. Okay, so let's play with the transitions, and guys, you have to be careful with transitions. Sometimes they're quite effective, sometimes they don't work very well at all. And so let's go off this, let's go up to the top slide here, and to get to your transitions, you go to Slide and Change Transition. And over here on the right hand side, there is a list of transitions, and they're pretty basic, but they're good enough. And let's just do this slide from the right here, and I'm going to apply it to all slides, and I'm going to make it medium fast, let's say. And then let's just do a presentation here, and we'll click now the presentation buttons here in the top right corner. Hit present, and as you slide through, there's your there of course is your transitions. Hit escape to get back out of this, and that's how you do transitions. Okay, so the last thing we're going to talk about in this video is working with animations in Google Slides. To get to animations, first you want to get to a slide where you want to apply the animations, and then highlight the paragraph or the section that you want to apply the animation to. Go up to Insert, Animation, and over here on the right hand side you can see the animation panel pops up, And there's a variety of animations that you can choose from. It's not as extensive as what you see in some of the other tools, but you know what? It's good enough. And just for giggles here, let's do we're going to select a fade in here. And we're going to do it on click, and you can get real fancy with this if you like. There's lots of other effects that you can get with after previous and with previous, and you'll just have to play with that. But I'm going to click on paragraph here because I want these bullet items to come in one at a time as I'm talking through the topics, right? So let's see what we come up with here. So we'll hit present. There my slide comes up. There's no bullet items. I'm talking. There's bullet item number 1. There's bullet item number 2. And there's bullet item number 3. So that, folks, is how you do animations in Google Slides. Hope you've enjoyed this. Hope you've learned a lot. Thank you.